Now today we have to see the fourth exercise 1D. First right? Yes, 1D. First chapter, first D complex numbers. The fourth 1D. So here for this chapter, there are some fundamentals are required. What are the fundamentals I should be taking care into that? This is already know 10th class concepts of geometry. Let us the first concept is A we have a x1, y1. B we have one point x2, y2 in the two-dimensional geometry. Let us here it is a point, it is a B point. So what is the difference between the 2 points? How to find out difference between the 2 points? Distance between the 2 points. X2 minus
x2 minus
x
x1
whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole
y2
square. This
minus
is
y1 whole square.
difference between the 2 points. Next, how to find midpoint of AB? Midpoint of AB. This is AB. We want midpoint of M. So how to find midpoint of AB? Tell me anyone. x1 plus x1 plus x2 by 2 comma y1 plus y2 by 2.
plus y2 by 2.
This is the midpoint of between the 2 points. How to find midpoint? This is a midpoint formula. This is the distance between the 2 points. Okay. This is a second fundamental. Now third thing is A is one x1 y1. Always you can take. B is x2 y2. We have 2 points. How to find out equation? The equation of the line. The equation of the line AB. The equation of the line AB. How to find line equation between the AB? So before going to that, I'll tell you that what is the how to find slope of AB? How to find slope of AB? y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. I think he had a formula. Slope, the people are telling small m.
Yes,
Slope
sir.
of the formula. y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. This is slope formula, right? So if they mention 2 points, how to find a line equation is y minus y1 is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1 into x minus x1. This is the slope formula. Y minus y1 is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. If they mention 2 points, I think this you can take it is a slope.
Slope.
Some people are telling 1 point, 1 slope means y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. If they mention one slope, if they mention 1 point, you can do it out. If they mention 2 points, you can, this is the line equation. Please copy the formula. This is important for us. This is the line equation when the point and slope they mention. This is the just the 2 point dimension. This you can by this you can use the formula. You can find the slope of the equation. Clear? This is a 3 case.
Sir.
You can do it out. Okay. Now let us switch on to the one more concept. If there are 2 lines are perpendicular, this is line L1. This is line L2. If 2 points are perpendicular to each other, what is the condition? The product of slopes. The product of slopes is equal to -1. If is line 1 slope is m1, the line 2 slope is m2. The product of slopes means m1 into m2 is equal to -1. If 2 lines are parallel, 2 lines are perpendicular to each other. Second, if 2 lines are parallel, L1 and L2, 2 lines are parallel. This is a slope m1, this is a slope m2. 2 lines are parallel. What is the condition? Their slopes are equal. 2 slopes are equal. Okay, now 2 lines are parallel means slopes are equal. 2 lines are perpendicular, the slopes product is -1. This you remember. Clear or not?
Yes,
this
sir.
is a little important geometry here. Then one more interesting thing is, if you have a 2 points, let us say x1, y1, the point is here. We have one more point B, x2, y2 here. One more point. We have a point P. This is capital X comma capital Y, which is dividing the line m is to n ratio internally. What is the formula? The line dividing point, I think the 10th class is equal to what you people mx2 plus mx1 by m plus n. Do you have an idea?
Yes, sir.
10th class, m by 2 plus m by n by m plus n.
M plus n.
This is the line dividing between the 2 points. This is the between the line. This is the geometrical, the line dividing like this. Okay, this is one of the fundamentally required before entering to the exercise. And next we'll go for a 7th class mathematics. I'll take a square. The square means what? four-sided figure, all sides are equal. What are the conditions of the square?
Four
What are the
sides are
conditions?
equal.
Number one condition is all sides are equal. Equivalence means AB equal to all equivalence BC, the CD and DA. What is the second condition? The diagonals are equal. Second one, diagonals are equal. Diagonals are equal. Nothing but AC diagonal equal to BD diagonal. Next, diagonal midpoints are same. Diagonal midpoint are same. Diagonal midpoint, AC midpoint, BD midpoint, both are same. Next, what is the other condition? All angles, angle A, angle B, angle C, angle D, all angles are 90 degrees. Clear? This is the properties of your square. Please remember. Clear, right? Can I move to next one?
Yes, sir.
Now next, after the square, I am moving to that rhombus. What is the rhombus condition? How to draw the rhombus? What's the condition of the rhombus? Please tell me anyone. Rhombus condition me.
It's
Properties of the rhombus. First property.
diameter.
What is the properties of first one? What about the sides? What about all sides are equal or not equal?
Equal, sir.
All sides are equal? Sure. Rhombus. All sides are equal. First condition is okay. What about diagonals? AC and BD?
Not equal, sir.
Diagonals are not equal. This is diagonal, smaller diagonal. D1 is smaller diagonal. D2. Diagonals are not equal in the rhombus. That is D1 is not equal to D2. This is a rhombus. Next, all angles should not be same. Angles should not be same. Opposite angles are same. Opposite angles are same. Angle A is equal to angle C and angle D is equal to angle B. These opposite angles are same, but all angles are should not be same. This is a special property which differs from rhombus to this one. But here diagonals are not equal, but diagonal midpoints are same. Diagonal midpoint are same. That is one special property. Diagonal midpoints, it should be going to be same. This is the rhombus. Basic or intensive diagonal should not be equal. Therefore, the square becomes a rhombus. It's very clear. Now, after this third one, what can say rectangle? Can I move to the little time? Rectangle means what are the properties of rectangle?
Length, breadth.
Rectangle thing is opposite sides are same.
Sides are equal.
AB is equal to CD and BC is equal to ED. Opposite. Therefore, diagonals are also same. Diagonals D1 is equal to D2. Diagonals are same. That is nothing but AC equal to diagonals are same. Diagonal midpoints are same. All angles are 90-90. Angle A and angle B, angle C and angle D, which are going to be 90. This is very good. This is called rectangle. Clear, right? Next, fourth one,
Yes,
what can I say? Parallelogram. Parallelogram. Parallelogram means what? It should be like this. A, B, C, D. Parallelogram, the condition is opposite sides are same.
diagonals are equal. All sides are equal.
All sides should not be equal. Opposite sides are equal. AB is equal to CD and BC is equal to AD. Opposite sides are equal.
Parallel.
Diagonals
Yes,
are
sir.
not equal. Diagonals are not equal. AC, BD are different. AC diagonal is different. BD diagonal is different. Diagonals are not equal. Opposite angles are same. Then
Midpoint.
diagonal midpoints are same. Okay, but diagonals are not equal. This is a special thing. The rectangle case, diagonals are not equal, it becomes a parallelogram. But square case, if diagonals are not equal, it becomes a rhombus. That is a interesting concept for today's session of here. Next, what about triangles? You know, right? Equilateral triangle means what? Triangles. Three case equilateral triangle. Next, scalar triangle. Next, what are types of triangles? Equilateral, scalar. What about other triangle? Everything gone, right? Isosceles triangle. You people are intermediate, still you don't know what are the types of triangle. Next, perpendicular triangle. This is a perpendicular triangle. The out of this three, the type of this one. Equilateral, isosceles, scalar. Equilateral means all are equal. All sides are equal. Then angles also equal. Isosceles means two sides only equal. Others should not be equal. Scalar means all are different. Okay, this is an interesting concept you have to remember before entering the chapter. Clear? Now let us we'll start our intention of the thing. So let us take. We'll start working over here. Now let us take 1D. What is the first question? Can you read the first question? Telugu Academy textbook first bit. What is the first bit?
Find the equation of the perpendicular bisector of the line segment joining the points 7 plus 7i, comma 7 minus 7i in the argand plane.
Yeah, they mention 2 points, that is 7 plus 7i, and one more is 7 minus 7i. Let us, you can take it, A is a point 7 comma 7. What about B is a point 7 comma minus 7? We have a line like this, AB line. A is a 7 comma 7, B is a 7 comma minus 7. There are 2 points. What their intention is, they have one perpendicular line, that is CD. They want equation of the CD. They want equation of the CD. On the clear edge, find the equation perpendicular bisector to the these two lines in the organ plane. How to find the CD equation? If you wanted to find out any line equation, what is required? There are conditions are there. 3 conditions are there. Any condition is satisfied. At least 2 points you has to know. 2 points and undali.
Why?
Okay na? At least a CD points and deliyali.
Yes, sir.
Or else 1 point, 1 slope is required. Because 2 points, you know, we have a equation. So go back to for your convenient. At least 2 points, you know,
Y
this is
minus 5y.
2 points, you know, this is the equation. If they mention 1 point, 1 slope, this is the equation. This is 2 points are required. This is 1 point, 1 slope. Okay. This out of this, any one condition is required. For your condition, what did they mention here? There is no 2 points. There is no single slope also. For this, how I can approach is, first of all, I'm trying to find AB midpoint. How to find AB midpoint? Can you tell me the formula? AB midpoint.
X1 plus X2 by 2, Y1 plus Y2 by 2.
Okay, AB midpoint is what can write 7 plus 7. Next, 7 minus 7 by 2. What is the answer you're going to get? 14 by 2 comma 0. Nothing but 7 comma 0. 1 point you got. This is the midpoint. Okay. Next 1 point you got. You want slope also. Slope of the CD. How can you find the slope of the CD?
Y2 minus Y1 by X2 minus X1.
But we don't have any points right here. Only single point is there. How to find the slope? So I'll give them one logic. First you find AB slope. First you find AB slope. Then you find perpendicular slope. First you find AB slope. After that, AB slope, let us take a M1. The CD slope, let us take a M2. First you find AB slope. Then after that, AB slope M1 into M2 is equal to minus 1, right? Then you find M2. Am I clear? First you find AB slope. How to find AB slope? Y2 minus Y1 by X2 minus X1, right? Y2 minus Y1 by minus 7 of minus 7.
By 7 minus 7.
By?
Minus 14 by 0.
Okay. Minus 14 by 0. What you can say? What is the slope of this one? Something by 0, it's infinite. Nothing but 1 by 0. Okay. This is a slope. 1 by 0 is a slope of AB. Am I clear, right?
Yes.
Then you'll continue for next level. Right? This is the slope of the equation, right? X slope, right? Okay. Next, what is the second, right? Slope is 1 by 0 of M1. So what is that? M1, M2 is equal to minus 1, right? What is M1? 1 by 0. What's M2 here? It's minus 1. Okay, this is 0 to send to here. What about M2 is equal to? 0 into minus 1, 0. What's M2 slope? 0.
0.
AB slope is infinite. Then CD slope is 0. Then we go at slope is, you know, what is the slope of CD slope is 0. 1 point, you know, what the point is? 7 comma 0. 1 slope, you know, 1 point, you know. Can you find the equation?
Yes, sir.
Y minus Y1 is equal to M into X minus X1. So Y minus Y1 is 0. Slope is 0. X minus X1 means X minus 7. It doesn't require for us. So 0 into something is 0. So y minus 0 is equal to 0. So answer is y is equal to 0. This is the slope of equation. This is the equation of a CD line.
Yes, sir.
Clear, right?
Yes, sir.
It's simple understanding. First you find AB midpoint, then you got 1 point. Again, you require one more slope, means AB slope you find, then perpendicular find, because both lines are perpendicular, right?
Yes, sir.
So just now I told you both slopes are perpendicular. The product of slopes must be -1. In such a concept, you can clear the answer. In such a way, I was created one slope, another slope I find out. Then after that slope point, then I got answer. Clear? Right. With this first question is finished. Now move to the second one. For the second question, can you read the second question?
Find the equation of the straight line joining the points -9 plus 6i, 11 minus 4i in the arcant plane.
We mentioned the 2 points, right? Can you find the equation now?
Yes, sir.
How to find? Tell me. It's a point
First,
A
A,
-9, 6. Point B 11, -4. How to find equation? Tell me. This you can take x1,
so
y1.
first we have to find midpoint.
No need to midpoint. Why to find midpoint? There are 2 points already mentioned, right?
Yes.
y2 minus y1 is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1, x minus x1. I was already clearly mentioned. If 2 points
Yes, sir.
mentioned, this you can take the formula directly. Am I clear now?
Yes, sir.
Now y minus what is the y1? 6. y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. x2 minus of minus. Then x minus of -1. Okay. Then you simplify it, you'll get an equation. I'm directly write the answer. You can simplify that. This is the final answer. If they mention 2 points, then you can directly find out by using this equation. This is the final equation after you simplify this. Okay.
Yes.
Right. This is a 10th class mathematics. Now go to that second one. I'm trying to go for second bit. Second question now. Second one, how much? Can you read the question now?
If z is equals to x plus iy, and if the point P in the arcant plane represents z, then describe geometrically the locus of z satisfying the equation. First one, z minus mod z minus 2 minus 3i is
Yes.
equals to 5.
First word is enough. Then mention. Then they are asking to find out locus. Okay. Organ plane satisfy the equation. This locus means I told you many times. Just to you need to instead of z you need to substitute x plus iy, which is according to condition you need to open. This means what? A modulus of this one is 5. So modulus means what can I write? X plus iy minus 2 minus 3i then is equal to 5. So in such a way, what can I do? X minus 2 plus I into y minus 3. Am I clear, right? Are you doing anything
Yes,
wrong
sir.
now? This is what? And modulus of 5. Then how can you do that? Modulus of 5 is what can you do? We have to go for a real part and imaginary part. Real part means x minus 2 whole square, then y minus 3 whole square is equal to 5. Then next you can do squaring on both sides. This is going to be cancellation. What you're going to get final answer? X minus 2 whole square plus y minus 3 whole square is equal to 25. I think you have to open this and you have to open this. Then you are equal to 25. You get an equation, right? That
Yes, sir.
equation is the final answer. X square plus y square minus 4x minus 6y minus 12 is equal to 0. This is a way you have to get in it the answer up to the mark. Second one is as usual. Nothing is it's very simple. What can I say? Second one, z minus 2 is equal to z minus 1. Just x plus iy, write it down. Then you do it out, you'll get it out. Nothing more than that, you'll get it out. Then third one is little complex if people are facing. Later I'll try to do it. Imaginary z square is equal to 4, right? First you have to find out z square first of all. Z square means what? First of all, you know z is equal to x plus iy, right? Okay. So z square
Yes,
means
sir.
what? Z square equal to x square plus y square. Z square, we can do like this: x square y square. It is not the correct way. Z is equal to x plus iy. Z square means squaring on both sides. So x plus iy whole square. So what is open? A square plus b square plus 2ab, right? 2ixy. This is Z square. So Z square is equal to what is this? X square minus y square, because I square is minus 1 plus I into 2xy. This is right. For question, what they mention, imaginary of Z square, right?
Yes,
Imaginary
sir.
of Z square. So for this imaginary part means what is this?
I into 2xy.
Not I into. This is only 2xy imaginary part. Don't include I. This is imaginary part of Z square is 4. 2 1 ja, 2 2 ja. The answer is xy is equal to 2.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
clear? Next,
Yes.
fourth one you can easily do. Arg z minus 1 by z plus 1 is equal to 4. It means tan 45 is 1. So you can take it out directly, write the script for the fourth one. You can do it out. Arg z1 and arg of this z minus 1 by z plus 1 is pi by 4, right? Nothing but angle is pi by 4. Nothing but tan 45 is 1. Okay. Do one
Yes,
thing.
sir.
You can take separately here z minus 1 by z plus 1. First you simplify. X plus iy like that. Real part and imaginary part. Okay.
Yes. Yes, sir.
So tan 45 means what? Tan 45 is equal
1.
to y by x. Nothing but imaginary part is equal to real part. Imaginary part by real part is equal to 1. Am I clear or not?
Yes, sir.
So we can take tan 45 value means we can both are equal, right? Then you can make it any one is equal. Imaginary part or real part, then you make it equal to 1. Then you can do it out. You'll get simple answer. This is the second one. Fourth one. It's very simple. I don't want to waste your time. Next,
Okay.
I'll switch on to the third one. What is the third one?
So that the points in the Argand diagram represented by the complex numbers 2 plus 2i minus 2 minus 2i and minus 2 root 3 plus 2 root 3i are the vertices of the equilateral
They
triangle.
mentioned, right? 2 and 2y. This is the A. Then what is the B pointer? Minus 2, minus 2y. Then C point, something they mentioned. I don't want to write clearly all points. 2 root 3 plus 2 root 3i. These are the points A, B, C. What they mentioned, is it equilateral triangle or not? How to find equilateral triangle? What is the condition equilateral triangle? First to find AB distance, BC distance and CA distance. All distances you find out by taking a point of A 2, 2, B taking a point of minus 2, minus 2, C taking a point of 2 root 3, 2 root 3. Then you substitute your own formula. All distances are same. It's a equilateral triangle. Then proof is done. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I don't want to waste your time. Next, fourth one. The fourth one, little interesting. I think it is not up to your level, but I'm writing it is. After the eccentricity concept is over, you can easily understand. No problem. I'll try to explain it. Is fourth one now. Z minus 4 plus Z minus 12 by 5 is equal to 10. This is the line equation they mentioned. They want eccentricity. I think your college you completed, you understand eccentricity. Eccentricity is, the notation is E. E value is how much they're asking. For this, I'm trying to explore. I think this is a value equal to 2a. You can take it out to find out. I'm telling 2a is equal to 10, a is equal to 5. Is to copy the answer. This is eccentricity. The distance is 2a. This one, 2a is equal to 5, a is equal to 10. Then after that, we have a from this is s is equal to 4, 0. S dash is equal to 12 by 5, 0. These are the 2 points I mentioned. We have a condition in that s minus s dash is equal to 2ae. This is a condition for even given that locus. So for this, what you can do, s minus s dash means the distance between the 2 points. Nothing but 4 minus 12 by 5 is equal to 2 into what's the value of a? 5. What you don't know, E you need to find out. So 14 minus 12 by 5, it becomes 8 by 5 after simplify. So 10E. So from that, E is equal to 4 by 25. This is the value of eccentricity. This is from this is a center. This is a center. 2A is equal to value of A. From that A got, we have a condition for this. In any case, S minus S dash is equal to 2AE. The general condition. In this condition, I substituted, I got a value of eccentricity. Okay, that's it.
Okay.
Next, we move back to the next one, next level of second bit, first one. The second bit, first one, what they mention? If one condition is mentioned, if 3 points are collinear or not, you need to check it out. Z minus Z1 by Z2 minus Z1. This is the case, right? Okay. What you has to say is, I'll try to say what you has to do. What is the Z3 value? X3 plus I by 3 minus X1 minus I by 1 by what is this? X2 plus I by 2 minus X1 plus I by 1. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
For this, what you people has to do, next step I'll expand x3 minus x1 plus what you can say I times of y3 minus y1 by x2 minus x1 plus I into y2 minus y1, y2 plus y1 or y2 minus y1. This is a question. For this, just you rationalize x2 minus x1 I into y2 minus y1 by, am I clear, H?
Yes, sir.
Now imaginary part is going to cancellation. A plus b into a minus b square minus b square. After this question is simplify real terms plus imaginary terms. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
After this is a real term, this is a imaginary terms. But question what they mention, the number is a real number. The number is
Real number.
real number means what? Imaginary part is 0. Only real number means imaginary part is 0. Only real term is exist. Imaginary part not exist. So imaginary part should be going to be 0. So what you have to do, take a imaginary part in this, you are going to equate it to 0. Imaginary part you equated to 0. When you got imaginary part, you are equated to 0, you are going to get this answer. Please copy the answer. You try it out, you'll get it out. Y3 minus Y1 by X3 minus X1, Y2 minus Y1 by X2 minus X1. This you are going to getting it out. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So let us take ABC points. This is X1, Y1. This is X2, Y2. This is X3, Y3. This is the Y3 minus Y1 by X3 minus X1 means what is this slope? AC slope. Okay. AC slope. Okay. Next Y2 minus Y1 by X2 minus X1 means what? This is AB slope. Am I clear? It's
Yes, sir.
if collinear means what is the condition, Anna? There are 3 points are collinear. What is the condition? AB slope is equal to BC slope is equal to AC slope.
Yes,
AB
sir.
slope is equal to BC slope is equal to AC slope. What here? What you got? AC slope is equal to AB slope. Have you got or not?
Yes, sir.
That is what the 3 points are collinear. Condition is clear. Clear it? Take the question. Then you write a real part, imaginary part. Then you rationalize the thing. After getting the number is real number. So real number you want means imaginary part should not be available. So you are going to equate the imaginary part should be 0. Then you get a condition. From this condition, AC slope is equal to AB slope. From this, these are all collinear. Clear. But the second question is here. Second question what? Show that there are 3 points or 4 points mentioned which are squares. Square means what? All sides are equal. Please check it out. All distances you find out. AB, BC, CD, DA. All sides you check it out. All distances are same. Then after that, AC is equal to B. Diagonal should be same. Am I clear? It's how to find how to find the distances, you know, right? AB distance how to find out? Under root of x2 minus
Yes, sir.
x1 whole square.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, like that.
Yes, sir.
All slopes you find out, diagonal slopes are find out. Everything, all sides should be same. The diagonal should be same. The given it is a square. Okay. Now second
Yes,
is finished. Third one, the same question. There are mentioned 4 vertices of the given. What can I say? Quadrilateral. So ABCD, which is a rhombus. Rhombus means same thing, Nana. All sides you find out. All distances must be same. The diagonal should not be same.
not
Diagonals
equal.
so that is comes under
Angles are
yeah
equal.
yeah angle that is not equal. So it comes under rhombus. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Till this that is clear. Now let us move to the next question. They show that the points are organ plane. The three J1, Z1, Z2, Z3 are collinear. They mention already clearly Z1, Z2, Z3 are collinear. If there exists PQ or non-zero point, satisfy the conditions. Okay. Okay. Show that we have these 3 points are collinear. We need to they mention condition from that 3 points are collinear. What they mention one condition is P Z1, Q Z2, or Z3. This is one condition. One more condition, P plus Q plus R is equal to 0. So from the first condition, I'm writing directly Z3 is equal to minus P Z1 minus Q Z2 by R. Okay. So here R is equal to, can I write minus P and minus Q?
Yes.
Or else minus of, this is substitute here. So Z3 is equal to, what can I do here? Minus, I'll take top also common. P Z1 plus Q Z2 by minus of P plus Q. Minus minus cancel. P Z1 plus Q Z2 by P plus Q. So this is look like we have a one point is midpoint of the line. There are 2 points which are lies between the organ plane, which in the P is to Q ratio. I'm clear. YZ, I think you know rights. You know right. YX2 plus MX2 plus NX1 by M plus N, MY2 plus
Yes.
N1. Like that, this is a jet plane. Z means X plus IY. If you open means like this will come. It means from this, what you're going to understanding is we have a line Z1, Z2, Z3 is a point which are having the line it is P is to Q ratio placement internally. Clear? Therefore,
Yes,
this is comes under a one straight line. Therefore, straight line is nothing but which is a collinear. Okay. For this, your fourth question is finished. Next, we have a fifth question and sixth question, and we have some other some important questions are in the example problems. It's better to continue in the next class, I think so, from my side.